All right, traders, George here, and time for an update on Tesla. The last time I showed you Tesla, the initial downside target we were looking for was about 165. Below that, I talked about the low 120s and the very low 100s as being the next two main zones to watch. 165 turned out to be a key initial downside target and also a launch point to much lower lows. In fact, we got down into the 116, 115 camp and put in some sideways action here around 120. So that turned out to be a key resonance zone, and basing out there, starting to show some bullish strength of signal, chance to be long in this 121, 122 zone here, and then really popping up significantly, resistance at about 147. So where we are now, and here's what I'm looking at, this downward impulse that's come off of the highs, I'm retracing that off here to the right. I'm also projecting this bullish impulse forward. It turns out that the length of this impulse up has fib ratio confluence with the structure of the sell-off. The initial move up here, if our swing low holds, that is around 136s or so, a one-to-one harmonic moves us right up to the 618 retrace and the 1.618 extension. That is one of the neatest arrangements of ratios and harmonics that you can see for this type of work. If you look to the left, guess where that comes in? 165. So that was a projected downside initial target. Now it's a key support shelf that was broken, and it could be a key upside target here. So for that harmonic to take place, the relative low here needs to hold. We could actually pull back a little bit more and still get in the zone. We could even move down to the 50% retrace and get us just south of that area a little bit. Okay, in case this area breaks down, in other words, if we start trading below 136s, we're likely going to move down to about 131.50s. That was a resistance zone over here. It could be tested as support. We would still have a one-to-one harmonic potential there that gets us near that zone. Swing lows hold where they are, and it's even tighter. And then some things to watch locally here. Watch for price to break over 143s here as a signal that we're going to retest 147. We get over 147 here, then that really starts the upward move. The 50% retrace comes in at 155.50, let's call it. Note to the left, that's where this waterfall sell-off stalled out for a moment. And then of course 165s. We start trading over 165, very good chance that we're going to move up to 178. That happens to be the 100% projection of the rally impulse. It happens to be the 786 of the retrace master sell impulse here. Look to the left, it's also at a key resistance and DSR level. So a lot of confluence at all of these price points here, and all you need to know is what they are, which ones to use as a trigger. So we break to new lows here, good chance we're going to 131.50s. If this zone here holds, then we're likely going to 143 and then over 143, 147. We start trading and closing above 147s. That really puts the continuation move on the table. And then look for 155.50 en route to 165s. Over 165, you got 178. And if the bulls can start living over there, they're going back to 195s. If price gets below 131.50, that would undo all the rally impulse energy here. Anything below 131.50 would be very bearish. All right, there's your look at Tesla. We'll see you back in the live room.